Hi Gemini, welcome to your singles love reading for September 2020. This is a love reading for Gemini singles, sun, moon, and rising sign. So if this video doesn't resonate for you, I encourage you to check out your moon and or rising sign. Also, thank you to everyone who has booked personal readings with me. I really appreciate it. It's very exciting. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information to do so is in the description box below. So Gemini, let's go ahead and get started with your singles love reading. The first card you have is a Page of Pentacles reverse, and this is your current state as a single Gemini. You are feeling like you can't really concentrate on something important. You might be a student, you might be in academia, or maybe you have a job that is more about doing research and analysis or something like that. Whatever it is, Gemini, it's not necessarily that, but that's the energy with the Page of Pentacles. It's like a studious, it's like a young person who's in college, reading a lot kind of energy. If it's not that, it could literally be anything that you're working on. It's like, Gemini, you're trying to work on something, but you just can't focus on it for some reason. It could be because you're not used to being single. Maybe you don't like being single. Maybe you want to come together with someone and it's all you can think about and it's affecting your work. So it's kind of like you have something important to focus on, Gemini, whether it's school or this job that you're doing or a project you're working on, and it's important for your life, but you are having a lot of trouble focusing on it at this time, Gemini. And because this is a singles love reading, it could be related to feeling a little antsy, like you don't want to be single anymore. If we're up to you, you wouldn't be single, wanting to meet someone, feeling, you might be feeling kind of isolated, and that's making it hard to focus. It could be related to everything that we've been going through this year. It's been a crazy year. So yeah, Gemini, you're just having trouble focusing. And my advice, this isn't the cards talking anymore, this is me talking. My advice would be, if you're able to, is to maybe kind of step away from what you're trying to work on at this time. Like if you just can't focus anyway, this is for me personally, like if I'm having trouble focusing on something, if I step away from it and stop trying and then come back, I usually have more success. It's a very simple thing, but it's really helped me, and I feel like that's what you Geminis, you single Geminis really need to do, is that it's really hard for you guys to focus right now, and I think it would be better to just stop torturing yourself and just step away and kind of clear your head and get yourself back together before you can come back to this important thing that you need. I mean, that might not be an option for all of you guys. If you guys are in school, burned myself. If you guys are in school, you might have a deadline, right? If you have a job, you could have a deadline there. Sorry, Mr. Foo Dog doesn't want to stay up. He's missing a little foot, unfortunately. You might not have a choice I understand there might be a situation like that, but even if you could just step away shortly, I think that would benefit from you, because I'm feeling you single Geminis are just not being able to focus right now. Could be thinking about a person in particular, even though you're single. It could be someone from your past that you can't get your mind off of. The second card you have is what you want in love. You have the Two of Wands reversed. This is a very clear message, Gemini. The Two of Wands is all about watching and waiting, being very patient, looking out into the water and waiting for something to come, watching and waiting. This is telling me that you want something fast. You're tired of waiting. This makes sense with that Page of Pentacles energy we just discussed. You don't want to wait anymore. You want your person now. It's kind of like all you can think about, Gemini. You single Geminis you are ready to come together with someone. And it's making you guys really impatient and antsy. And Geminis, I feel like you guys need to kind of step back and if this is your reading, if this is resonating with you, my advice is to kind of step back and try and get yourself together, because so far, just with these first two cards, I'm feeling really strongly that you guys just can't stop thinking about this. Like you want to meet someone and you guys are obsessing over it, and it's kind of wreaking havoc on your system and your energy at this time. So Gemini, that might not be what you wanted to hear when you clicked on this reading, but that's what I'm picking up really strongly, is that very impatient, wanting to come together with someone now, and being in that energy is going to attract someone and bring someone in that may not be the best fit. You don't want to be in a desperate space meeting someone, because then you're just going to meet another desperate person. So Gemini, I'm not necessarily saying you're desperate. I'm just saying that is the energy I pick up on, of just really being impatient, not being able to focus. And I feel really strongly it's because of you really wanting to meet someone and date someone and not be single anymore, basically. So the third card you have is what you've learned in love in the past, and it's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Gemini, I feel you guys gave a lot to a romantic connection in the past, and it blew up in your face. This person might have taken advantage of you. They might have stolen from you. You might have invested a lot of money in them or given them a lot of money, and they either took advantage of you or they didn't really appreciate it. And it just left you feeling really shitty, Gemini, and rightfully so. This Ten of Pentacles reversed, you might have, if it wasn't that, it's like you moved too fast with them and you're like, oh yeah, we're going to have a big family. And you were thinking about your legacy with this person as like you as a couple, like a power couple doing all this stuff together. And it kind of blew up in your face. So the lesson you've learned from that, Gemini, is to not give all 10 pentacles to someone. You got to hold on to some for yourself. Always reserve, judgment's not the right word. Always reserve a little bit of doubt. It's not like you're doubting someone you're with, but it's like you need to reserve something for yourself. Like, it's not wise to give yourself 100% to someone. And that's what you've learned, Gemini. If it's not that, you might have observed a family dynamic in your own immediate family, or some other kind of family unit or dynamic that you've observed and you've seen it and you're like, wow, like that is horrible. I don't want to be in that mess. I don't want to get divorced like them. I don't want this. I don't want that. It looked like a disaster. It might have been a really toxic, low vibe, fighting a lot. So if it's not in your personal experience, it's like you saw someone that you knew personally in their family dynamic and how it didn't work out for them, and you kind of file that away in your brain for yourself that like, I am not going to get involved in that. You're like, I'm going to be so careful because it left such an impression on you. So if it wasn't you personally, it left an impression on you one way or another, whether it was you and your personal experience in love, or some other person in your life that you observed go through a very traumatic experience related to romantic love and family and over-investment in a person or a love situation. Okay, so Gemini, the fourth card you have in this reading is what holds you back from love right now. You have the King of Swords. So this is air energy. Gemini, you're an air sign, so this could very well be you, masculine energy, whether you're male, female, or other, it doesn't matter. This could be you, Gemini, or it could be another person that maybe you've dealt with in the past. I feel what holds you back is you are very guarded. You're standing your ground and you're not going to put up with shit. So it could be that you are still traumatized from this Ten of Pentacles reversed energy, where you feel like you were taken advantage of, or you watched someone else get taken advantage of in a romantic connection and had such a big impression on you. And I feel like that's left you guarded. So it's interesting, Gemini, because like I said, I felt really strongly early in this reading that you want to rush into love. You don't want to be single right now. But at the same time, you may not be aware of the fact that you are carrying this energy of being very guarded, whether you realize it or not. There's a part of you that is not opening yourself up to receive love at this time, Gemini. You feel like you really want to come together with someone, but it's kind of like you want someone to make you feel better, but you're not going to really open yourself up. And that's not, if that's your reading, Gemini, if this is accurate for you, I mean, I'm just going to say, this is my opinion now, like, that's not fair. Like, two people need to meet halfway. So if you are in this King of Swords energy, if you're feeling like you need to stand your ground and be guarded and maybe be a little harsh, the reading is saying is what is blocking love from coming in. If that is not your story, Gemini, I feel like there was someone in your past who was maybe very harsh and judgmental of you, and you're still healing from that. Oh my God. Sorry. You're still healing from that. You are still going through the trauma of that, where you're like, I don't want someone like that again who's just going to be harsh and mean. And it might have been another air sign as well with this King of Swords energy, but not necessarily so. So, yeah, you are feeling like you need to guard yourself one way or another, whether this is your energy or someone from your past that didn't treat you very nicely and might have been harsh and very opinionated and very stern. And it's not necessarily negative energy, I should say. It could be someone was just very solid, standing their ground, and their word was the final word. That does sound very low vibe, but maybe just someone is very sure of themselves, and it kind of just, it wasn't quite your style for whatever reason, Gemini. This person just came off as harsh to you, whether everyone saw it that way or not. It's just kind of left a bad taste in your mouth. So you kind of have leftover thumbprints from that on you, and it's kind of impacting letting new love come in at this time, Gemini. Okay. So the next card you have is present opportunities for love. It's the Five of Swords. So here's what I'm getting, Gemini. If that King of Swords is someone from your past, I feel like you're still stuck on them. Okay, even though they treated you poorly, you don't want to let them go for some reason. Okay, if it's not that, Gemini, I feel like you are in a not a great energy to allow present opportunities for love to come in. This Five of Swords is telling me that you're kind of approaching it like a game, that, you know, you need to do the right thing and say the right thing so that you can meet someone. And it could be, if you're feeling desperate to meet someone, this could be why you're in this energy, Gemini. And I'm not here to speak poorly about you or judge you, but it is feeling really strongly that, you know, you Geminis are very intellectual and are really good at, like, what am I trying to say? You know, like you could be tricky a little bit, not in a bad way. Like, you guys are really good at word puzzles and words and how you say things. And it could be that you're approaching meeting someone this way, where you want to come off as very, very clever and show them that you can win an argument. If that's how you're coming off, Gemini, this is blocking opportunities from coming in, you know? It could be that you're able to connect with someone who matches your energy like that, and I mean, that's your guys' business. I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just picking up from this Five of Swords energy. It's not really from a place of love and being in your authentic heart. It's more of wanting to show people how smart you are. And, like, I know dating is a game and you have to do that to an extent, but this is saying that there's, you know, this present energy for opportunity and love is kind of like you'll meet someone who's like just like that, not really coming from their authentic heart. Or you're blocking someone from coming in because you're looking at it as a prize to win or a game to win. Like, oh, I've been victorious. You know, I showed them how clever I am. It's kind of like that energy, Gemini. And it's not like I'm saying, oh, you guys are evil trying to trick people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you're approaching it with trying to show people maybe how clever you are, and it's not really coming from a heart connection with this Five of Swords energy, and it's blocking from an authentic connection coming in, is basically what I'm getting here, Gemini. So take that as it resonates. I know that was kind of a harsh message, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Also, especially because of what the last card is, I need to give you some other information. So Gemini, if that is not your story, everything I just said about you being in that energy, you could be meeting someone who's like that, okay? And maybe you're impressed with them because they come off smart or worldly or something, and they're not really approaching you from an authentic place. So whether it's you or someone else, or both of you guys, I don't know, but that's what the message is. The sixth and final card is characteristics of a potential lover you could potentially meet. Magician reversed. The Magician, especially reversed, is like a master manipulator. So again, we're getting this energy 2 times here. So Gemini, this is a warning with this reading, if this is your reading, okay, is that someone, for you single Geminis, if you guys meet someone in the near future, like dating wise, right? This is singles love reading, what else would it be? Someone might not have your best interest at heart. They might try and use you. They might be a master manipulator and try and get something out of you, and you could be potentially get caught up in that Ten of Pentacles reverse energy once again, where you feel like you're taking advantage of. Okay, Gemini, so this reading is kind of telling me that because you're eager and antsy to meet someone, you might not be in the strongest position to notice this and look out for this. Okay, and like, look at these 2 cards. If you're the King of Swords in this reading, Gemini, if you are more guarded right now, and a person you might potentially meet in the right now or in the near future is this 5 of Swords, look at how this person looks back at you. They think, oh, Gemini thinks that they're so big and strong and I'm just totally taking advantage of them. Okay, like that's what I'm picking up in this reading, Gemini. So if this, you know, you might need to come back and watch this again, letting some time pass to see if this actually happens. I don't know, but I'm picking up that it might not be the best time right now, Gemini, to meet someone. And because you're in this rushed, antsy, somewhat desperate energy, it could attract this low vibe person that ends up taking advantage of you and puts you back in that Ten of Pentacles reverse energy that you're trying so hard to avoid, that you've been burned by. But because you haven't fully resolved this, it could be why this person gets attracted back into your life, because everything is energy and vibration. If you are still in that vibration and haven't fully let it go, then it will attract potentially something like that similar coming back again. Okay, so Gemini, I know that was a little difficult. I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you what I see here. I also pulled a card from an oracle deck called Rumi's Gift. For those of you who don't know, Rumi was a 12th century Persian poet who wrote a lot of poems about love. But the deeper meaning of his poetry was about, you know, God and spiritual reality. The card you got is Teacher. I don't think anyone has gotten this card since I started using these. So it could be that there's something that you need to learn, Gemini, before you can move forward. Life is your teacher. You need to teach yourself something. You need to seek out a teacher or a counselor or something like that to assist you. It could be something like that, but I'm not going to say too much about this. I'm just going to read the poem. I'm not going to give any commentary after I read the poem, because I want you to receive the words of the poem as they resonate for you. But I do need to give a little context for this poem. The first word of the poem is Attar, and that is the name of Rumi's teacher. Rumi's teacher was Baba Attar. So this is a very, very short poem. I'm going to read it slowly. So Attar is referring to Rumi's teacher. Attar explored the 7 valleys of love. We are still getting around one curb. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, you single Geminis. I hope this was helpful for you. If the reading resonated, please let me know in the comment section below. That's very helpful for me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And once again, as a reminder, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, the information to do so is down below in the description box. Thank you so much, Gemini. I will see you next time, okay? Bye.